didn't stop and think, I feel like expressing some spontaneous joy, but wait a second, what's Daddy and his colleague going to think of me? Better not. It was a spontaneous expression of joy, and that's our natural state. Just like the laughter is, just like the creativity is. So you've gone to tons and tons of workshops where 5 ways to become more creative. Step 1, blah, 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 right? And I'm saying, baloney, let's unlearn some of this stuff. Because we have these natural abilities. Everyone does. And if we can unblock that for ourselves and in the workplace, that's where creativity starts to thrive. That's where things start to happen. That's where energy starts to happen. That's where we're all firing on all cylinders in the workplace. But when I'm holding back, what most of us do, because watch this, I need a volunteer right now. It's going to be fun, you're going to learn something new, and you're going to be supported. Okay? Who are all the people in the room willing to come up right now? About 25 at the most. Okay? Let's go back to kindergarten again. I walk in your kid's class and I ask them the same thing. I need a volunteer. It's going to be fun, you're going to learn something new, and you're going to be supported. How many hands do I have up? All of them. So we're afraid, aren't we? What are we afraid of right now? Not in theory, right now. We're afraid of what? Judgment. We're afraid of judgment. How does that stifle our creativity? How does that stifle our ability to stand up for things? How does that stifle? How does it stifle? Communication. Ironically, I was going to say communication. How does it stifle communication? You get it. He's the only one, but thanks, Dad. Let's give my dad a big hand. He came all the way from Denver. Stand up, Dad. My dad flew in all the way from Denver. Thanks, Dad. But how does it, you know what I'm saying? We stop doing anything. We stop participating, and our employees stop participating, and we're walking on eggshells, and there's no creativity, there's no joy, there's no like passion anymore. Michael was like, yeah, I love this game. How about, yeah, I love this job. People want to be, we all want to be there, but we're afraid. And what are we usually afraid of? There's only 2 fears we're born with. Guess what those 2 fears are that we're born with? Death? No, we don't come out, no. Rejection? You don't come out of your mouth. Don't reject me. Come out of your mom going, oh, don't reject me. You know what? Yeah. What's that? Person liking you. You're afraid of people liking you? Yeah. No, that's not like a no. That's not it. There's only 2 innate fears. One is falling, okay? And the other one is landing. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Come on, Luke. Hope I don't. It's more about landing right now. No, it's falling and it's the loud noises. These are the only 2 real fears. But watch how many fears. Watch what fear does to us. Everyone, close your eyes right now. Close your eyes right now. Think of the most embarrassing moment of your entire life right now. Okay. Now I'm walking around the room and I'm gonna tap a couple of you on the shoulder. And if I tap your shoulder, I want you to come to the front of the room and just briefly keep your eyes closed. If your eyes are open, I'm definitely going to tap you. Keep your eyes closed. Think of the most embarrassing moment of your life with your eyes closed. And if I tap your shoulder, you're going to come to the front of the room and share that most embarrassing moment with the entire group. Okay, let's get some people over here on this side of the room. Okay, a couple of people over here, a couple more people. If your eyes are open, I'm going to find you. I'm going to find you and get you. Okay. All right, open up your eyes. Nice job. Who are the people I just tapped? Raise your hand, please. I'm always waiting for some wise guy to tap his partner. Yep, you got me. You got me. So I didn't tap anyone. But what happened? What happened when I said I might tap your shoulder? What happened? Okay, so you had some anxiety. How many of you had this predominant thought that became, don't tap me, don't tap me, don't tap me, don't tap me? Huh? How about this one? Man, I'm going to have to lie. I can't tell that one. I'm not going to. Right? Yeah, she's like, yeah, that one for sure. So that is what fear does to us. It keeps us, I cannot be in fear and creativity at the same time. They are mutually exclusive. I cannot be all like this. And you see how we operate as an individual and sometimes collectively as an organization? Like this. Oh, here comes the boss. Oh my gosh, walking on eggshells. Looking good. Instead of trying to be authentic and real. Who's more authentic, kids or us? Who's more honest, kids or us? If I was talking right now, I had a dangler out of my nose, just dangling there. Come on, as adults, you'd all be sitting there going, that guy's a loser, man. You'd be going, $5, he doesn't even notice, right? He's like, yeah, I bet you $5, man. He doesn't even see, right? You'd do that, wouldn't you? Yeah, come on. What if there was a 4-year-old right here? What would they do? You got a goober on your nose, right? So they're honest. What happened to our honesty in the workplace? Huh? How about emotional honesty? Who's more emotionally honest, kids or us? Kids, they what? They laugh when they're happy and what? Cry when they're sad. And how quick they transition, don't they? Like, oh, cookie. All right, Yeah, boom, they're just but what do we do with our emotions? And especially men. What do we do with our emotions, men? He's confused. What the hell is emotion? What are you talking about? I mean, think about it. I mean, we could go on a tangent there. We don't have much time this morning. We could talk about all these tangents where they go into the violence in the workplace, the suppression of emotion. I work with gangs in LA, and these guys, you know, I'm not going to laugh, I'm not going to cry, but I'm sure as hell going to hit somebody, right? Well, there's biochemical, I could give you the whole theory on that, and not the theory, the real physiologicalness of that. So the repression of emotion is huge. But what's the only emotion that men in America can express? What is it? Anger, and anger's not real. Psychologists will say below anger is either some kind of sadness or fear, like we just experienced. But there's not a place for boys to do that, to be like, oh, I'm sad. So I travel a lot, and I'm at the airport, and there's grown men there, and their planes that canceled, and the guy's like, I want to talk to a son of a har, right? And that's legitimized. Ladies, someday we'll evolve emotionally, okay? And you'll see a man at the airport in a few years go, you mean my plane's canceled? Okay. You know, oh, give me a hug, you know, right? Yeah, when hell freezes over me, I know, yeah. But that's the more honest emotion. So I learn from kids again. Who's more emotionally honest? Kids are. So it's unlearning these things that keep us blocked. And primarily, it's the fear. When I ask for a volunteer in this room, again, if it was kindergartens live this morning, live, first graders, second graders, guarantee I'd have at least 90% of the hands up. Because we want to participate. I have never gone to a playground when Charles was at that age, and I sat there on the bench. Charles never came running up to me going, Dad, I want to sit on the bench and watch the other kids play. Wow, look at them play. No, he wants to be on the slide. He wants to be on the swing. Kids, we all want to participate in life. And we stop participating because we're afraid of embarrassment, of failure. What else are we afraid of? What other people think of us? And that affects our ability to really make a difference in the workplace, at home, in our communities, right? And the number one fear for many adults is what?